Really? Whoever is here, hello. Whoever is here, hello, Wonder Woman. You are new to the channel. I've never seen your name before. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going to have a little conversation about this whole Nature Boy uh, situation. I'm gonna see if I can pull up the article because there's supposed to be an article on Daily Mail. Well, welcome to the channel. I hope that you come back. Let me see if I can find the Daily Mail is the first article that comes up. So I'm gonna wait for a few more people to come, and then I'm going to read the article, and we're going to talk about what is going on. Hopefully, in the article, they talk about the charges that have been brought against him because they are very serious charges. Very serious. Don't see how he gonna get out of this one. And let me say this: a lot of you are probably have more knowledge about the situation than I do. I mean, I knew about this whole cult situation, but I wasn't following it because it when I first saw like one of the videos, I guess they were maybe in Puerto Rico or something. When I saw one of the videos, it was, it just didn't sit right with my spirit. So I kind of dropped the whole situation and kind of moved away from it. I didn't know it was this big though. Like, I really didn't know that he was doing as much stuff as he was doing. So when I heard about what happened last night, I kind of went back and watched some of his older videos, and some of the videos were from like Bigo or whatever, and it was so much going on that I was like, see, this is why I couldn't deal with this stuff. And watching his videos is like watching a manic person to me. Like, he really seems manic. He seems mentally ill. He's just going off on these tangents. And so I was like, I don't know if I can watch all of this. Okay, I'm about to we've only been on here 4 minutes, so you haven't missed anything. I'm going to read this Daily Mail article cuz it looks like they kind of go into detail about what was going on. So this is from the Daily Mail. So it says cult leader known as Nature Boy, who refers to himself as God with a big G, and believes in nudism, polygamy, and refraining from bathing, is among 21 people. No, this is an old article. That's not it. Wait a minute. Let me read this one too, because this all of this stuff ties in. So this is an older article. This was in June of 2020. So it says cult leader known as Nature Boy, who refers to himself as God and believes in nudism, polygamy, and refraining from bathing, is among 21 people arrested in Hawaii for breaking quarantine orders when found on a beach playing with turtles. So it looks like he's been going through a lot um for a while. Let me see if I can find the more recent um article, cuz I really didn't want to find one that was. So this article says that Nature Boy is reported to be arrested today. However, how furthermore information on this arrest will be provided shortly. So this one doesn't even have the what he was charged with. Okay, it says according to Daily Mail, the leader believes in nudism, polygamy, and refraining from bathing. CBC News reported that Bishop has worked as a model, a stripper, a prostitute, and a barber in the past. He's now a self proclaimed cult leader. So this is old too because it has his actual location in Costa Rica, but now he is in Georgia. It says aside from his criminal records, there's no more information available on the leader. In Georgia, he was arrested for forceful entrance in 2009. He was charged with theft and arrested for severe violence 2 years later. So it looks like he's been having problems for a while. So this article says in order to avoid a life of crime, Bishop went to school to become a barber. In 2014, he applied for a business license and opened his own barbershop in Georgia. He must the barbershop thing must didn't work. So this says it is rumored to he is rumored to be arrested by officers today on April the 14th, 2020. That it's not a rumor. He definitely was arrested. So there is an audio of him talking to his followers on the phone. Looks like he needs some help in getting out of jail. And from uh from the charges that I saw, he probably will not be getting out of jail anytime soon because rape and forcibly something similar to kidnapping, being held against your will, and rape was two of the main charges. And the other charges was something like putting nudity. He had three charges of like putting nudity online on the computer. And people are saying that it is from a sex tape that he had did with one of the cult followers that he had put on Twitter. So it looks like the young lady that got broke away from the cult is the person who kind of got the ball rolling to get him arrested. So Miss Lachey Wheeler said people have died due to his teachings, and a baby vanished under his watch. When I started my journey, I came across them and learned that it was a sex cult with demonic energy. So, hey, Phoenix. Yeah, we talking about Nature Boy. So, I did get an opportunity to watch a few of his videos last night. I was flabbergasted. For one, the way that these women were allowing him to treat them. That was one side. Then I saw he had some men that he was doing the same thing to, like legit slapping the men. And I was like, men? I mean, I saw the music video that they made out in the rain, and the men were, behind him dancing, and he was dancing. They out all in the cul-de-sac where they live. I know was driving their neighbors crazy. And, telling these women that he is God, and, they doing all of this and putting makeup on his face, a gold 3, and all of this stuff. And, he's supposed to be channeling these warriors when he's talking. But you know what pissed me off was, and I didn't see this, I didn't see it, but he was talking about when I guess two of the girls in the cult were fighting, and he was calling them Oshun and Oya, because I guess whoever won that fight won the title of queen for the cult. And it was just the way he was talking about that, like that would really happen in the natural. There's no way that anyone crowned Oshun or crowned Oya would physically fight each other in the natural, and a godparent or a babalao or another priest stand there and cheer that on and allow that to happen. There's no way that anyone that is your spiritual teacher, your godmother, your godfather, your babalao, there's no way that they will put their hands on you and abuse you spiritually, emotionally, physically. That is unethical. It is extremely unethical. And when I saw these young ladies going through that, like being hit by him, being, physically abused by him, being emotionally abused by him, like I really, really felt bad. Like this, at first, I legit thought that this was play. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, they out there, they doing this for views. This ain't real. Like these girls, they in on it and stuff. And that's why I kind of clicked it off, because I was like, I ain't about to watch this shit. But no, this real. This real. This is like some legit real people who have obviously, I'm like, what is he eating? He has some French fries. Who have obviously had some high Monteria, who have obviously had some bad childhood or something, to be falling for some mess like this. How do you even get involved with someone? Like, you only get one time to hit me. You only get one time to hit me. You only get one time to call me a bitch. I don't care if you are God. Jesus can't call me no bitch. He just can't. Jesus, not you. You're not, because I didn't come to heaven to be cussed out and slapped. You're not gonna hit me in my face. I don't care whose son you are. I don't care how you have chosen to elevate yourself. I don't care how many feathers you put in your hair. You're not going to put your hands on me. And if they were children of Oshun, children of Oya, they would have so much power within them that they would never allow anyone to treat them in that manner. No, you're not a child of Oshun. You have absolutely no power, because if you did, there was no way in the world you would sit there and allow a man to slap you and force you to hit your sister or whoever. Because if you were into true Orisha teaching, you would see that other person as your sister. How do you fight your own sister? And how do you allow someone to tell you to put your hands on your own sister? Huh? How does that happen? And then one of the girls looks like one of the young girls. We're talking about Nature Boy. KK. We're talking about Nature Boy. One of the young girls that I guess got away from the cult, however, she went back home and killed her mama, her own mother, her biological mother. And she said she left the cult because she didn't, she felt like she was being stifled and, spiritually held back by him. And then you go home and get into an argument with your mom and kill your mother. Why you didn't kill him? So it just really seems like these young people have a very serious brainwashing. This young man is extremely toxic because I saw an interview that he did. I was watching one of the videos and he did an interview with somebody, and it just he just seems all over the place, just everywhere. You're doing Orisha teachings. You're trying to do Egyptian teachings, and I guess he has teachings of his own. It's just the ramblings of a crazy person, and that's technically how people who run cults are. They're crazy. Nothing ever good comes out of a cult like environment. There has never been a happy ending for anybody that went into a cult like situation. There's never a happy ending there. All of these stories always end up in tragedy. Somebody's going to get hurt. And so it looks like someone. They're saying that a baby. See, I don't know anything about that part, and I'm not really sure if those videos are still up, but I am going to look for those. It says that's interesting because I've seen people say initiating into Ifa Lukumi and Palo is similar to joining a fraternity old school. That's not true. That's not true. I don't know about Palo, but I'm assuming if the initiation into Lukumi initiation and Ifa initiation is very similar. I'm not sure about Palo, but I know that there is no frat like behavior. These are very spiritual initiations. There is singing and dancing and eating and cleansings. I'm pretty sure those don't go on in fraternities. Is not, when I think of fraternity initiations, I'm thinking of drinking and partying, and I'm not, I've never been to a fraternity initiation, but I have been to a Ifa and Lukumi initiation, and I don't see the correlation between the two. I don't see anything spiritual about a fraternity initiation. So I wouldn't associate um I wouldn't associate the two, because a initiation into Lukumi and Ifa is a very spiritual ceremony where things have to be done, you know, during the sunset, the rising of the moon, the rising of the sun. It's a very spiritual, natural ceremony. It has no fraternity, um, it has no frat like qualities. Yeah, they're sacred um ceremonies. So I wouldn't say like, not like a college fraternity, more like maybe a Mason type situation, something like that, something that only people who are supposed to be there are there. You know, this is a situation that is not for the world to see. Like the actual ceremony is not for all eyes. Now, after, then yes, but there are parts of a uh, Lukumi and Ifa initiation that even I can't lay eyes on, and I have already been initiated. Part of their ceremony is only for the priest, the priestess, the babalao, the oba, you know, the higher ups. Only they get to lay their eyes on certain things. It is extremely sacred. So what this young man is doing has absolutely nothing to do with Ifa or Santeria or Palo, or you know, he's probably one of those people, like a lot of people who, you know, have seen this and seen, you know, he's traveled to different countries, like he's been in Puerto Rico and he's been, you know, other places. So I'm pretty sure he's picked up a little bit here and a little bit there and just kind of made his own way with the stuff that he has picked up and is doing his own thing. And what he's doing is completely crazy. And it's sad that these women are, you know, are involved. Like they're being um manipulated. You know, these could be women who have been hurt, who, you know, obviously have no family to come and get them, or, you know, maybe their family is at a point where they have, you know, I don't want to say given up, but sometimes as parents, we do feel like, okay, well, she just gonna have to bump her head until she bumps her head hard enough, and then maybe it'll knock some sense into her. Because you know, you, after your kids get a certain age, you can only push on them so much. There's so much other out influence from peers and everybody else that, you know, your kids are grafting to. As a parent, you can only do so much, because that's the first thing we think of when we, especially when we see young ladies who are in situations like this. The first thing we say is, where are the parents? Why, you know, why won't the parents step in? But maybe the parents don't know how bad of a situation they're in, because they're probably not telling their parents, oh, the guy that I'm living with has 5 other girls living here, or 6 other girls, or however many other girls it is. And maybe their parents don't know that they're being abused emotionally and physically and spiritually. When you see something like this going on and you see someone doing things like this, don't think that they're getting away with it, because they're not. And anytime someone puts themselves on a position to call themselves God, that should be an automatic red flag for you. That should be an automatic red flag. Anytime you meet someone and they get these ramblings, I'm this, I'm that, I'm God, call me God, I am God. And if you don't, Gizmo, stop. And if you don't call me God, I will slap the shit out of you. You gonna do what? Because I have sat and watched some of the videos where he has told the women, slap her, hit her, hit her again. Or he has hit one of the men and they just take it. They don't hit him back. They don't buck up at him or anything. And I'm like, how did they lose all of their masculinity to allow another man to treat them basically worse than he treating the women? I mean, having men feed him and massage him down. His energy has changed since yes, his energy is like, basically, what y'all gonna do to get me out of here? None of that. From the small part of the conversation that I heard, it was none of that. I am God, I will get out. I'm Someone said though that his followers said that he's doing this on purpose. He's doing this to really show how powerful he is. But if he was that powerful, if he was the God that he said he was, he should have been able to stop this from happening. He should have been able to stop it. And then when your people see that you locked up, that would have been my exit right there. I'd have been like, oh, he not God. He going to jail. That should be their exit. Because when somebody tell me that they're God and you can't get out of a situation, you can't stop the police from breaking your door down. You have to open the door and be like, "Oh, don't tear down. We don't have any weapons. We don't have any weapons," because I saw the arrest video. If you were God, if you were that God, that powerful, all-seeing and all-knowing God, you would have known that that was going to happen. And you would have either removed yourself from that situation or turned that situation around. That's what God can do. God can stop things from happening. Okay? Even his own son, God, allowed his son to die. And then said, okay, but I want to show y'all something. I let this happen, but this is going to happen to show you why I did that. But you sitting in a jail cell begging your followers to help you get out. If you are God, you would not need anyone to help you get out. You could just get out. You could just walk out. That would have never happened to you. They would have never arrested you. But you, just like the rest of these cult leaders that eventually get caught, eventually do something stupid, but the majority of them will kill themselves before they let the police take them to jail. But see, he ain't too stupid. He didn't kill himself. He just went on to jail. And it's just sad. Like, I pray for these young ladies because obviously something is wrong with them. I'm praying that their families will see them and separate them from this madness because this young man is crazy. And for whatever reason, he has found a bunch of vulnerable young ladies who believe him, who believe him. And that's why there is no way in the world we can allow our young ladies to fall into traps like this or our young men. There's no God walking around on this earth. Not one. Even people who have been initiated, or priest or babalao or oba or whatever, he is still not God. We are all humans. We are human. There's only one God, and he is not walking among us. He does not live in Georgia. Okay? He's not traveling, and he doesn't have a barbershop or anything like that. He's not making music videos. He's not, slapping young ladies. None of that. This young man is crazy. He is mentally ill. He sounds schizophrenic. That's how he sounds. I have worked with people who have had schizophrenia. He sounds schizophrenic to me because there are periods when he is lucid and he makes sense and he seems okay. And then he just snaps and goes back into his crazy rants and, just speaking out of his mind. He really does seem schizophrenic because there are a lot of people who have schizophrenia who, have been college students and, have been able to hold it together for a while, and then they'll black out and, go off on a tangent. Because when I see him speak, when I see him talk, I can see when he kind of clicks off. His whole demeanor changes. It even looks like he gets darker. It's just this. If you look at him hard enough, you will see the click. It's almost demonic in nature. It almost looks like a spirit or something enters him because it changes his whole entire, you know, makeup. And I don't, who knows, when he was in Puerto Rico, who knows what this boy could have gotten hold of, who he could have upset in Puerto Rico, what someone could have put something on him. Who knows? I don't know this kid, but I can tell when he's talking that there's something ain't right. Something is going on upstairs that should not be. There's a whole lot of wheels turning that shouldn't be turning. And it's like they're all turning at the same time. And he's just not able to, you know, harness that energy. And that energy is just exploding from him in just illogical rambles. Because I saw him in an interview and he was just all over the place. He was everywhere but where he should have been, which was talking to the person that he was having the interview with. It was just crazy. No, they're in Atlanta. What is it? Cab County? Caleb County? Something. Some county in Atlanta. He doesn't have it all together. He's still learning himself. He is old enough at this point to know who he is. That's not still learning himself. You don't learn yourself by hurting other people. That's not learning yourself. Learning yourself is one thing. We're all constantly learning about ourselves, but I think they said he's in his 30s. Know he should know at 30 you don't put your hands on people, other people, and you don't hurt people. And if you call, how do you call a woman a queen and a bitch? Those two those two things don't go together. I can't be a queen and a bitch.
Queen bitch.
That makes absolutely no sense. Now, if you some ghetto queen bitch or something like that, that's different. But coming from your spiritual advisor, your spiritual advisor, because that's how he has labeled himself as the one who is divining this spirit unto these you know people who in his eyes I guess don't have a spirit or a connection of their own. See, this is where we mess up at as people. We give all of our power to someone else. And then that other person is going to teach you how to be more spiritual when you didn't come here already connected to source. You are already connected to spirit. You don't need nobody to tell you how to connect to something that you were born connected to. So I'm supposed to cut off my connection and connect to you, and you are abusing me and calling me out of my name and hitting me in my face and telling other people to hit me. But I'm supposed to massage you and treat you like a king and suck on your feet and everything. And if I'm not doing it the way that you want me to do it, you get to slap me in my face and call me a stupid bitch. I have my mouth on your feet and you have the audacity to hit me and call me a stupid bitch? No, I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm not going to be able to feed you because I'm never going to allow someone to put themselves so far above me that I allow them to abuse me and break my spirit. Now you can find yourself as much as you want. I don't care about people finding themselves, but you finding yourself should not hurt me. In the process of you finding yourself, I shouldn't be hurt. And if it's hurting me, I got to go. I'm not staying with nobody that hurt me. Now, if you want somebody that's finding themselves and part of them finding you hurts, part of them finding themselves hurt you, then more power to you. But not me. 30, he is 38 years old. This man is almost 40 years old. Okay? Almost 40 years old. So he know what he doing. He not crazy. He knows exactly what he's doing. So finding himself is not, that's not an excuse for me. I'm gonna let y'all listen to a part of this audio because I know that this video is gonna be demonetized anyway. So we're gonna listen to part of his phone call from jail.
I don't know you, man. God, he ain't talking to you. And I walked out.
You gotta learn how to calm down, yo.
I do, but yeah, I felt like it was some setup. I felt like it was trying to set up.
I'm saying you could at least heard what he had to say.
No, they was asking, do you need help? Do you need some assistance?
They was asking. They was trying to blame you.
So I said no.
I can't hear nothing. I can't hear nothing.
Time.
They were asking what?
So listen, this is him talking to his, I don't even know what to call the cult attendees. This is Nature Boy on a phone call from jail. I guess he is now, of course, reaching out to them because I'm pretty sure he want to get out of jail. If you want to know who this is talking, this is him talking and his supporters.
They was asking if you need assistance, do you need some help? We have an organization we can help you with. I was like, no, I don't know you people. I don't want to talk to you.
They was trying to. It seemed like they was trying to get me to say something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it's like they put these charges on me. Anyway.
That's crazy though. For what the? There's no evidence.
Yeah, they came in with that
They
intention.
said I'm not charged with it. I'm not guilty of it. It's just an accusation.
Right. But bullshit.
But how are you getting charged?
Nah, you gotta go to court to get charged. These are just offenses.
These are the things.
Yeah, the judge determines whether or not you're gonna get charged, but
Exactly.
She do all of this.
Yeah, that's basically what's.
This is an accusation. They said that with charges like that, somebody got to get locked up.
yeah. All it takes is a chick to say something, they gonna lock the dude up every time.
Yeah, that's not how you
That's just how it go. That's just society.
This
What does her brother-in-law got to say to you, man?
I don't know, but I know when I was the first person to go outside, and he came right behind me, and he was like, he did it again. He was like, he's like, Leah, can I talk to you for a second? I was like, I don't have anything to say to you, because I felt like he was trying to like set me up to say some shit. How he just came out there right behind me, and he was looking around, and then they had this white car that pulled up, that pulled up on the side of the road and sat there for about 15 minutes. And the cop car came right on the side of the car. And then a lady got out the car, went up to the police car, then pulled up to me and Mama Zoka and started talking to us. And I'm like, hold up. I was putting two and two together. I'm like, nah, I'm not fucking with none of y'all. And
So it looks like he was the only person in the house that was arrested. And so, from the way they're all talking, all of these charges are stemming from whoever the young lady was that used to live in the house. And I guess I'm gonna have to go back to watch some of the other videos to see who she was because I'm late and it's really hard for me to watch him because he just is rambling and my spirit is saying crazy and it's hard. See, I'm not one of those type of people that can sit up and watch someone that I know is crazy. Because for one, it's not entertaining to me. Like it's not entertaining to me to watch a group of people that I know are being abused. Like these young ladies are being physically, emotionally, and spiritually abused. So it's not easy for me to sit there and watch it. It's not entertaining to me. Like, you know, one of those young ladies could be my child. They are the age of someone that can be my child. Like, I'm thinking if their mother saw that or their father or someone, how hurt they would be. And in the eyes of these young ladies, I can see the hurt and pain. That's not entertaining to me. I don't find entertainment in that. And I don't understand why, there are so many people who think that this guy is doing what's right. Like you are spiritually scarring these young ladies and these young men. You are hurting them. And it's nothing entertaining about that.
That's why I didn't talk. I didn't say anything because I feel like they was trying to pin something against us or trying to make us say something.
Yeah, they were trying to ask
So
for
I-
our help. You
But
know,
I'm saying if we ain't doing nothing, I'm not understanding if we didn't do anything. Y'all could have just told them, nah, that shit ain't true.
But we didn't know what
Yeah,
it
we
was
didn't
about.
wanna
I
talk
just
to
felt
them.
their energy. It was like they was trying to like, I don't know.
nah, they was like, if you need a place to stay, if you need some
shit-
help,
No, it
we
was
have
real.
options
It was
for
really
you.
thinking that shit was real.
Yeah.
But I didn't. First of all, I don't trust that man. I don't know who that man is.
Why y'all keep doing this?
What they say to you, Jazz? And, I know they took Jazz to Tyson.
Yeah, they just had me in a little room, and when they opened the door, they just asked me if I seen an assault between you and Tanisha, well, Queen Malia. And I just said I don't know nothing about that, and they let me out. They let me out with everybody else.
Yeah, same thing here.
Yeah.
They said they was trying to build an assault case for that, and I was like, I don't know nothing about that. And then they told us we're going home.
Right. Yeah, they trying to get information. Yeah, that's all they was trying to
So they
do.
was trying to build an assault case on Malia.
Yeah.
And they come out of nowhere with the teary shit. I'm in the office like,
They was
oh,
just trying to
y'all
put-
kidding me? It's like, well, but she has to prove that though. She
Right.
has to prove that. I mean,
Beyond a reasonable doubt.
you know what I'm saying? Like, there has to be like forced entry. There has to be something that says that I did that.
We got
Yeah,
evidence
she's supposed to
against
have a
it.
rape kit
Yeah,
and all.
So people are saying, not on here, but people are saying that there is a video of him and that young lady on Twitter. Now, some of y'all don't understand the definition of rape. Rape is a lot more serious than some of y'all think. Some of y'all think that rape is only forceful sex, like I forced you to have sex. There are different levels of rape because it could be a situation where she was living with him. She did not want to have sex and he forced himself on her. Even though you are living in the house with that person, that is still considered rape. So it seems like a lot of you men don't understand the concept of rape. You don't understand how big rape is. It's not a little thing, it's a huge thing. Okay, and there are a whole lot of pieces that these attorneys can put together and pin a rape charge on you. So if this is what they trying to get together to get him with, if they want to, they will.
No, I'm saying that's what she would have to do in order to justify what she's saying.
Of course she gotta get raped kit. And of course she can't just say I raped her.
No, she's making
That can't be enough.
That shit is wild.
She's on Twitter.
It's crazy, bro. You don't even play like that.
Yeah,
No, actually, women do play like
Now
that.
she gonna
They
really
do.
be rich.
It's a regular thing.
Who's actually happening to my pops?
Shit not,
this is
that shit
regular.
not right.
Then she said I held her against her will.
Boy.
Girl, at any given
That's
moment,
why
you could leave.
You can know.
That shit crazy.
It was called false imprisonment.
Right.
Yeah, false
Yeah, I didn't
imprisonment
know
was
what
one
that
of his
was.
charges.
So this is, she said, I raped her, false imprisonment, and I did a porn on her.
Okay.
And I like all three, like, good, nigga.
This shit not about to stand. This shit not about to go. Like,
We already know about the porn. That's already understood.
It's not gonna hold up because she doesn't have the evidence to justify the claim she's making.
right.
Look at her energy in those videos and you tell me if she was being raped.
That bitch is not getting
She
raped.
was live and not
Bro,
raped.
how do you just say that and then not end up in jail?
Yeah, how did they do that? How did they just move off that?
Because they can do what they want to do in their world.
Just
Now, I have not seen the video. I know some of you or some people have seen the video because they said that the video was circulating on Twitter. I don't know who posted the video on Twitter, and I'm not about to go to Twitter to look for the video. Now, I will watch some of the other video. I'm not about to play this whole thing because it's over an hour. It's like an hour and
Unknown caller.
oh, that's scary. It's over an hour and 20 minutes long, so I'm not gonna play the whole thing. But I will be looking to see if this young man is charged. Well, he's already been charged, but if he is
This,
able
young
to
man,
make bond, because right now they're saying that there is no bond because two of the charges are very serious. The rape and the false imprisonment charges are very serious charges, and there's no, probably in the state of Georgia, that's a no bond charge. So he is in jail now begging his people for help, and I ain't never seen God ask nobody for help. I've never seen in any Bible, in the Quran, in the Holy Bible, in the King James Version, in the NIV version, in none of the versions that I've ever read has God asked for any help. Or where he has, God himself has been put in a situation that he cannot get out of. Because if God is getting locked up, heaven help us all. Ain't no hope for none of us if God can go to jail. Y'all, be careful who you follow. Teach your children that there is only one God and that man can't do nothing for you that you can't do. Teach your kids that. They should grow up understanding that there is no one above them. We all on the same level when it comes to spirituality. You ain't nowhere near above me. Now, you may have been to theology school and received your degree in divinity, but that does not give you a leg up on God. You are no closer to God than I am. Not one bit closer. I'm an ordained minister. And God ain't doing half the things that I want him to do for me. You don't get no closer to God just because you're ordained or initiated or you have a degree or anything. He's not showering us any more than he is anybody else. What the scripture say, that the rain falls on the just as well as the unjust. We all get it. We gonna all get it. Ain't none of us know better than the other one. Nobody. So don't let anybody come in your life telling you that they God and I can do this and I can do that and I'll do this to you and I'll do that to you and controlling you. Tell that person to kiss your behind. Okay? And I don't care what religion it is. I don't care if it's Christianity. I don't care if it's Islam. I don't care if it's Buddhism. I don't care if it's Ifa, Santeria, Palo. I don't care. You never put yourself in a position where your spiritual advisor can hurt you. If they're not trying to love on you and lift you up and get you up to a place where you need to be spiritually, then that person ain't for you. They're not for you. And what they say, if you ain't for me, you against me. Hey, Sundance Girl. If you're not for me, you are totally against me. And anytime you put your hands on me and call me a bitch, you are against me. You don't want me. You're not trying to help me at that point. And we really are at a point now where more people are opening themselves up to different avenues of spirituality. Spirit is speaking to people in different ways, but you still have to be, thank you for knocking that down. You still have to be conscious of what you're doing. Don't lose your whole mental insight trying to be woke. You can be too woke. You can be so woke, you really out here hurting yourself. I have noticed this whole conscious community, y'all so woke that you're not even making any sense. You sound illogical. You don't have to do all that to be woke. All these 1,000 steps you taking and speaking metaphorically and just speak English. Okay, you have a connection to spirit. I'm happy for you. But all of that extra stuff and putting it on thick and doing this and drinking this and fasting for this. Lord, I saw somebody. This girl said that she is free bleeding. So she's so woke that she don't even have to wear pads or tampons or anything. She just be out here bleeding. I said, see, y'all too woke for me. Y'all doing too much. So it's a whole free bleeding movement where y'all gonna listen to this, because if I had to listen to it, you're gonna listen to it too. See, you too woke. Some of y'all need to go to sleep. That's your problem. You're not getting enough rest. And your mind is just, you're all over the place. Listen to this girl.
About how I specifically free bleed. This person says, I understand what free bleeding is, but do you use towels down, or where do you go, or what? Okay, and so I've talked about this before, but I really want to quickly show you guys. This is my towel. I have been bleeding on this today, but it is a full-size towel, and I will just fold this into different ways, depending on if it's kind of moist on one side, how long I've been sitting on it. And then I will sit on this in the bed or when I'm driving or something like that. When I'm out and about, especially if I'm doing short trips, an hour or less, then I will just wear a black pair of pants. These are my go-to period pants. These are just some stretchy jogging pants.
I need y'all to go to sleep. I do. I need some of y'all need to take a nap. You need to rest. You're staying woke for too long, and you're not giving your brain the time it needs to regenerate. You need a certain amount of sleep, because when you're not sleeping and you're woke all the time, you do stuff like that. Y'all woke, you so conscious. You want to be so different. That's horrible. Okay? It's disgusting. And I'm hoping that she is just doing that at home and she is not going out in public doing that around people. But see, these are the people that, a lot of the young people can, oh, she woke. She woke. Go to sleep. Just take you a good nap, because you are apparently extremely confused. This is not woke. This is confusion. Because there are too many advancements now. You don't have to do that. Even if you want to be, environmentally conscious there are things that you can use that you can throw in the washing machine and wash so that your bodily fluids, no one else is coming in contact with that. Because that's why we don't just allow children to just walk around with no diaper during their potty training phase. We do that at home, but when we take them out in public, we're just not allowing them to just poop and pee all over the world, in the grocery store, in Starbucks. That's not normal. And that has nothing to do with being woke and being conscious. That it's sanitary. We are living in an advanced civilization. That's stuff that they did during cavewoman days when there were no pads and tampons and all of these things that you could use to make it more convenient for a woman when she is going through that time of the month. You don't have to free bleed. You don't have to be walking down the street and I didn't play the whole thing, Lord Jesus, because she said when she feels it coming, she will either go to the bathroom or if she's outside, she'll just let it fall out. You just let it fall out outside somewhere? It's more than just the Hebrew Israelites talking about being woke, because a lot of these people that I be seeing talking about they woke and stuff, they not even Hebrew Israelites. I was married to a Hebrew Israelite. Not my husband now, but my first husband. There's a lot of people out here, honey, that think they woke. When I hear somebody on their video talking about grand rising, I hurry up and click that off, because I know after that grand rising, they about to say something crazy. Because it be them grand rising people that then come up with all the crazy stuff. We got to get it together, people. We got to teach our kids this cult stuff should not still be going on. People should not still be falling for these cults and stuff. You should know that this stuff never ends well. Because usually when the cult leader notices that, okay, I'm about to get in trouble, I'm going to take all y'all with me. I'm not going by myself. But this guy was so dumb. He was so stupid that he got caught. Now, everybody else at home in the house, and he's sitting up in jail facing some extremely serious charges. These ain't some penny ante charges. If they were, small charges, he would be out of jail. He's still locked up. These are some serious charges. Rape is a very serious charge. Very serious. Holding someone against their will is a very serious charge. Yeah, the hoteps and the Egyptianologists, I stay away from them too. They all get on my nerves because they all be doing too much. Oh my God, shut up. Just rambling on and on about this, yeah, born day. Like they can't even say birthday. And one thing that irks my whole soul is when someone says overstanding instead of understanding. Like, if you don't speak the English that we all speak, you don't have to create different words to try to sound intelligent. It's my born day. No, it's your birthday, stupid. I swear, when I watch someone's videos and they start to talk about overstanding and all of this, and I'll be like, I gotta go. I gotta go. I tap out so fast. So fast. I can't. I cannot do it. I can't sit and listen to somebody that I know who is trying so hard to sound intelligent. You trying so hard to sound intelligent that you sound stupid. And that's how this young man is. Like, he sounds crazy to me. Like, I don't know. Some of y'all don't have cuckoo cuckoo radar. Like, your cuckoo radar don't go off when some people be talking. Y'all's broke. Cause the first video that I watched of his a couple of years ago, and I think then they were in Costa Rica. I think they were somewhere, child. And I saw that, I was like, this man crazy. Or either this a prank. So it turns out that, yeah, he's crazy. And I'm just wondering why some of y'all radar don't kick in. Like, you consider yourself woke. So if you woke, why your wokeness don't flash when somebody else is crazy? Why your wokeness don't just be like, no, girl, that ain't it. That ain't it, girl. But once one thing I've noticed too is all it takes is for a man to be somewhat attractive, a decent body, talking about spirituality, and women go crazy. Women go crazy. Just like for ministers. And a minister don't have to be attractive. He don't have to look good for women to be on top of him. People in authority are able to manipulate other people easily. And attractive people can manipulate other people easily. Pretty privilege. So be pretty and act like you have you could be pretty and be into that whole woke conscious, because I've seen it. I have watched a lot of people. Now, this one young lady that I used to watch, pretty girl, to me, she's racially ambiguous. I'm not going to say who she is. I'm not going to, say a lot about her. Pretty girl, racially ambiguous. When she first started her channel, she was vegan. You need something?
The tax stuff. You want to do it tomorrow or?
Huh?
Taxes.
It's done already?
Mm-hmm.
It's 2:00, man.
Because I think we're both going to have to go down and sign it. You want to just do it tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell them we'll come in the morning.
Okay.
The young lady is, did I say racially ambiguous? So, when I say racially ambiguous, the person is light skinned, pretty hair. You assume that they're black and mixed with something, but you're not really sure. So when she came on the scene, she was vegan, pushing, the whole vegan agenda, hardcore vegan. Now, all of a sudden, she's not vegan anymore. And she's pushing the things about eating meat that is best for your body. Pretty privilege. Now, she built a whole following on being vegan. her entire following was being vegan, being conscious, caring about the environment, caring about what you put in your body, eating organic foods and all of that. And now she eat meat. So, people can get you hooked and then do whatever they want to do with you after they done got you. And women, we get got a lot. We get got because the majority of her followers are women. This young man, I'm pretty sure the majority of his followers are women, Black women. And they getting got. Well, they done got. Because I'm pretty sure he, the stuff that he does to them on camera is probably 10 or 20 times worse what he's doing off camera. We're only seeing snippets of what has gone on in that house and where they were in Hawaii. And I'm not about to go back and look at all of this stuff though, y'all. I'm not. But I do want to go back and see, if I can find some of the videos on what happened to the baby, because some people are saying that there was a baby involved and something happened to a child. And he did say in one of his videos that CPS had been to the house on more than one occasion because it looks like they have a child in the house. Now I'm assuming that their child is his by one of the women that's in the house. But let me tell you this, there is a hierarchy in African spiritual tradition. There is a hierarchy, but you are not abused. You're not physically abused. No one puts their hands on you in anger. When you salute someone in the religion, you cross your hands to show that I won't hurt you, I have no weapons, I love you. Your hands are crossed. This is how you come to someone, showing that my hands are empty, I have no weapons, I will not hurt you, I love you. No one. Now, will people have attitudes and stuff? Yeah. Because you're going to say, well, you was in a house and you left. Yeah, I left because I didn't like the attitude of my godmother. My godmother never put her hands on me. She never called me a bitch. She never called me out of my name. But I just got sick of her attitude. We have attitudes. We're human beings. There are going to be times when we don't get along with people, but I was not physically abused. And when you get into a position where you are being physically abused by your spiritual leader, is something wrong there. That's not right. And you need to leave. But I do understand he's got these girls. They probably live in different cities. He's probably taking care of them. He maybe the houses, he's renting the houses. They're staying there. They're not working outside of the house. So he puts them in a position where they need him. That's what a cult leader does. That's what Jim Jones did. He got all these disenfranchised people who gave him their Social Security checks and welfare checks and food stamps and all that kind of stuff. He was, taking their money. You don't need money. Give me the money. I'm going to take care of you. I'm your father. And here we go in a situation where all of these people lost their lives. He just didn't get to the point where he, just really hurt these people yet. This is a cult. There is no other way to define this situation. It is cult behavior. These young ladies are living in a cult. And men. I keep leaving them out. Because I just, I always feel like for whatever reason that men should be stronger. Like, y'all the same size as this dude. There's no reason for you to be out here letting this dude slap you in your face and embarrass you in front of your peers. I can see a woman because she may feel, and the way their structure is, if one of the women bucks up, it's like the other women will lash out at her because you done bucked up at the guy. But the men hit him back. Show him that he is no more God than you. The same God that lives in him lives in you. Do we forget that? We all connected to the same God. The God that lives in me lives in you. The God that dwells in me dwells in you. So, I don't know, y'all. I don't know what's going to happen. I hope nothing but the best for these young ladies, but from the conversation that they are having, it looks like, they want him back. They want him to come back. They're not happy with him being locked up, and the people living in the house are not his only followers. There are other people. I saw a young man make a video earlier talking about, you people don't understand what you doing, and you people on the internet talking about this situation, the bad things that you say about him is going to come back to you. Like, this boy don't have enough karma of his own resonating right now. I'm not worried about nothing I say about this child coming back to me, because he didn't hurt so many people. His karma is set up for him, his and generations to come that are connected to him. So some of the comments like, these charges are enough to hold him. The real case starts when Velvet shows up. She's posted a video alluding to her testifying. I don't know who Velvet is, child, but I'm going to go see if I can watch Velvet's video. So I guess when the police came to the house yesterday, they removed their external hard drive and computers from the house. So if he was dumb enough to save recordings of beatings and girls being slapped and all that kind of stuff on video, this boy is gonna have a hard road to toe when he comes to the court, because they're gonna go through that hard drive with a fine-tooth comb. So one person said, I've never heard him talk in this tone to them. Anytime he talks to them, he has a militant and demeaning tone. But now he's soft-spoken and knows how to properly communicate with them. I hope they take their power back, because if they stay together and he gets out of jail, which I highly doubt, and comes home, they have the power to change the dynamics. If they want him to stay with him, so be it. But they need to make it very clear that they will not be controlled, belittled, or abused. They now have the power to tell him they will do nothing more than peacefully coexist with him, because they have the power to put him in jail. I know that I know that is just a fantasy, and that's not how things will go. It would be nice. They've always had the power to take their power back, but now even more so, because if he gets out, the police is going to be on him hot. They should have never given him that much power to begin with. That's where they messed up. It's not about taking your power back. It's about never relinquishing that level of power to anyone. And then you won't have to try to get it back. Okay? Never, ever give anybody that much power over you. You'll end up like these young ladies. Sad. It really is. So now they all at the house running around like chickens with their head cut off because their leader is in jail. But he's still running the household though. He's still running the house. I'm pretty sure they're afraid to do anything out of pocket. They're afraid to do anything that they know he wouldn't want them to do. Shit, when he got back, I'd be gone. I would be gone. If I had someplace to go, I would be there. When he got back, he wouldn't find me. But see, I couldn't have dealt with that anyway, though. Because you only get one good time to put your hands on me. And I'm not sucking nobody's feet. Nobody's. I don't care who you are. I'm not going to heaven and suck Jesus' feet. I'm not. I'm going to be like, you're just going to have to put me in timeout. Because I'm not going to suck your feet. I'm not even touching your feet. I'm not that servant that even wants to wash your feet. I don't. Put your feet in the water. Wash my feet. Oh, I can't do that. I knew I shouldn't have brought you up here. You probably shouldn't have. Because I'm not going to wash your feet. That's not me. I have a foot phobia. I don't like touching nobody's feet. I don't even like looking at people's feet. The only feet that I like to touch is Gizmo's because he's got the cutest little feet. I'm always messing with his feet and he hates it. Those are the only feet I like, and little babies. Babies have cute little feet. But other than that, when you get out that cute feet stage, I can't touch your feet. I'm not looking at your feet. And most men be having, I can't deal with it. I don't even want to talk about it. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not washing no feet. They did it at my church. I just didn't go to church that Saturday. Because I knew I wasn't going to be able to do it. And I didn't want to be the one that, had their nose turned up and was acting crazy and stuff. So I just didn't even go. I'm not going to do it because now I'll do anything else. I will do anything else, but I'm not. I have a foot phobia. I don't mess with my own feet that much. I mean, I cut my toenails and stuff like that, but I'm just not out here just like touching my feet and no, I don't want to. And so I'm definitely not going to touch somebody else's. So you wouldn't, if you ever see me in a video sucking someone's toes, you're going to say they held a gun to her head. They have a gun on her. Call the police. Because they are holding me at gunpoint. They are. They are literally holding me at gunpoint. Because I'm not doing it. I have a foot phobia. My foot phobia is just like vomit phobia. I have a phobia of vomit. I can't do it. I get anxiety and I just go crazy. Like I don't even like looking at my husband's feet. I don't like. I'm not touching his feet. Nothing. My husband will tell you she don't touch my feet. She is not gonna touch my feet. And I love him, but don't touch my feet. I'm not touching your feet. And you don't have to touch my feet. You don't. You don't have to touch my feet. So if you ever see me in some video and I'm rubbing somebody's feet or sucking somebody's toes, oh, they got her. They kidnapped her. Call 911 immediately, expeditiously. So I'm gonna go, y'all. We've had an interesting day. We got our taxes um started last minute. So they just called and said they were ready. But my husband got to be at work at 4 o'clock. I'm like, I'm about to drive out there and sign them taxes, and then you got to rush back home and get ready for work. No, we'll pick that shit up tomorrow. So that's that. Y'all pray for these young ladies that they come to their senses and go home. Go home. Your leader is in jail. Go home. All y'all. It should be like we should be watching the show and it should be a mass exodus. They should be leaving. They shouldn't even be there when he get out of jail. When he get back, that house should be empty. They left the key up under the mat and they going on about their life because they're never going to have a normal life living with him. That's not normal. There's nothing normal about this situation, but some people don't like normal. Some people don't want to live, a normal life, what we all consider normal life, a healthy, being in a healthy environment. Some people have never seen a healthy environment, so they don't know what a healthy environment is. This is not even toxic to some people because some people have never seen healthy, normal. So this could be normal for some people. Who knows? But I know who it ain't normal for. Me. As for me and my household, we won't be doing that. You won't catch me locked up with some random funny looking dude slapping me and me feeding it. Like, does the abuse go back for years like that, or was he? Is it anybody on here that know him? Like when all of this stuff first started, was he normal at one point? Was he normal, and did he progress to what he is now, or has he been crazy from the jump? Because it looked like he always been crazy to me. It don't look like he has ever been normal. Now I don't know because I don't go that far back. It is scary how easy it is to get people to do things or get people in situations where they could, be hurt. Like the whole Jim Jones situation. All of those people. Now, this man has a small group compared to how many people it was at Jim Jones. 900 people died with Jim Jones. 900. So it happens. It can happen. And I'm pretty sure this crazy guy was probably trying to, get more and more people. It looks like he's had, some people come in and leave, and then more people come in and take their spot. What is Yellow Jackets? What is that about? It's a psychological drama. Did I try to watch this? Oh no. Yellow Jackets tells the narrative of a team of wildly talented high school girls soccer players who survived a plane crash deep into the Ontario wilderness. The series chronicles their descent from a complicated but thriving team to warring cannibalistic clans. So they crashed in the wilderness and eventually ate each other. Yeah, you don't know what, sends these people into these type of emotional scenarios. Like I don't know this young man, I don't know his background or anything. It's on Hulu. It's on Hulu. I'm probably gonna check it out. Oh, on my thing it says Hulu because I don't have Showtime. Because if it's on Showtime, I ain't watching it. Oh, it says the original network is Showtime. But it says it's on Hulu. I'll check and see. If it's on Hulu, I can watch it. If it's on Showtime, I ain't. Because I don't have Showtime and don't plan on getting it. But I do have Hulu. So that's it, y'all. We done talked about Nature Boy. Looked like Nature Boy done got himself into something that he may not be able to get out of. Because he don't have enough money for a real attorney. He don't. He does not have the money for a real attorney. So he's probably going to get a court appointed attorney. And those are some serious charges. Very serious. Like, they don't play with rape and false imprisonment, holding somebody against their will and stuff. Those kind of charges aren't played with. So we'll see. I'm pretty sure everybody, it's a lot of people talking about. I didn't know these many people followed his story, but I guess because it's been going on for so long that people have kept up with it. So we shall see. I do want to watch some of the older videos of when they were like in Hawaii or wherever they were, because it looks like they got kicked out of Hawaii. and when they were in Puerto Rico, because I would like to see what, like, were they living in the jungle? Like, what was their situation like there? It's a video on TV playing now. So I might watch a few episodes and see. I want to try to see what's up with the people saying that there was a baby involved in this whole situation. So we're gonna talk about this for a while. This is a interesting topic because it's a lot going on. It's a lot of pieces to this puzzle. A lot. Okay. So we're going to we're going to see about it, dig around and see what I can find, and then we'll get back on. It is. This is one of the weirdest, um, Troy. This one of the weirdest things that I've seen in a while. Like this a whole this a whole movie. I mean, but I really would like to know what his background is. Like, how did he get to this point? You know, what type of family did he come from? Where is his family? And not just him, like these young ladies and young men. Like, how did they hook up with this crazy dude? It's a whole mini series. This is a whole show. And it don't look like it's going to end well. Because he's sounding a little sad. No, he don't look mixed to me. He looks like, no, Lifetime, Lifetime ain't gonna do this job. I think this too much for Lifetime. This will have to be on Zeus Network or something. This too much for Lifetime, I think. I don't think Lifetime ain't gonna go there. It's too many black moving parts for Lifetime. Now, if you had threw in a couple of white girls in there, now he did something to some Becky's and what's another Karens, he get their kids, it'd have made it to Lifetime. But with all these Starkeishas and Lawandas and all them black girls, Lifetime, like, nah, we ain't gonna touch that. It's too much going, it's too many moving black parts for them. They can't, yeah, they'll do it on Zeus. I heard Zeus is off the hook. No, he's a dark skinned brother, not light skinned. I don't know who was feeding the deer child. But no, he's not mixed. He looks all African American. He don't look like he doesn't look mixed to me. Oh, he had a white girl and they came and got her. And I heard it was a white boy. I saw that there was a white boy and looked like he left. I know that white boy was like, I'm not gonna be on here calling you God and laying down and the black man is God and all this kind of stuff. It looked like the white boy left quick. Ain't no white folks gonna sit around and let their child be calling some black man God and sucking his toes and stuff. I know they did come and get her. I'm not understanding why these other young ladies don't have parents. Where are their parents? Where are their family? Because somebody got to see them on Beagle and YouTube and whatever and go back and be like, girl, Is that your sister on there with that nature boy? Somebody. I don't believe that these girls just dropped off the face of the earth and fell into Georgia in this man's lap, and they don't have any family somewhere. So where's their family? And where's Nature Boy's family? Because if I was his mama, I would be like, what are you doing? Boy, I'm sitting here watching you on social media. What are you doing? Are you crazy? If you don't let them girls go home before you go to jail. Yeah, it looked like they all brainwashed. Troy said their family have tried over the years to get them to come home. Lord. See, I don't know these people. You know, these are not this is not what I normally take into my spirit. Because you know my spirit is sensitive. I don't normally take this type of stuff into my spirit. Because my spidey senses are going to go off automatically in, crazy. I get these alerts right away. And then my spirit will just tune out and I go watch something else. It's hard for me to just sit and ingest crazy for hours. I can't do it. Oh, Nature Boys. Their parents abandoned him at a young age. How? Like they put him in foster care or something? Because it's not like he's a feral, he grew up as a feral child. How do you abandon your child? Like he grew up in foster care or something? Because, kids are not just running around taking care of themselves. Yeah, I can't do it. That's why I don't watch that other the beef sector. I can't do them. I can't because it's just the same thing constantly. Every 2 or 3 months, they're recycling the same thing that happened 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Y'all still doing that? I can't do that. See, that's why I be sitting at home crocheting, just living my own life because I can't. I'm too sensitive. I'm gonna get like the woke people now. I'm an empath, and I just can't take all of that negativity into my spirit. You overstand me? That don't even sound right. Okay, I can't do it. I'm gonna watch a few more episodes and then I'm gonna be out. I mean, if he go to trial or something, I will check in to see what's going on. But in real life, these people are brainwashed. It's hard to get them out of situations like that, especially now that we see that the leader is in jail and they're still, we believe you. You haven't done anything. I'm not going to talk to anybody. It's not you, it's them. We're still here. We're going to do everything we can. When people go into that, you can't help them, child. Like, you can't help them until you separate them from that situation. He is their crack. And they are thoroughly addicted. So you can't help them until you remove them from that situation. They have to detox. And they cannot detox in that house. They have to be moved someplace else. They have to get out of that house. So if that's the life that they choose to live, more power to them. I mean, I pray for them. I really hope that one day they can find peace or, someone can help them find peace. But it's sad because people that normally are in situations like this and they get away from these situations, they normally have such a distrust for people in the spiritual community that it's really hard for them to regain that connection to God. Because see, they don't have a connection to God. They have a connection to this dude. They're putting all their trust and love and everything into him. All of that attention that they putting on him, they should be putting that attention to God. They looking in the wrong direction. So until they cut the ties with him, they won't be. So all we can do is pray for them and watch the saga unfold. And that's what I'm going to do. So thank you guys for coming. Hit the like button on your way out because I'm getting ready to go. I'm going to take my dog outside. I think it finally stopped raining. It has been raining here in California, like it actually rained today. It's been raining since I got up this morning. Like, I'm super shocked. Like, we don't normally get this type of rain. It's not pouring down either. It's just a constant drizzle, but it's enough to have everything wet. And Gizmo is such a California dog. He hates for his feet to get wet. So when we open the back door and he sees water, he's like, oh my God. Like, I literally have to go outside on this wet ground and use the bathroom. He's so prissy. So that's it, y'all. Thank you, Troy. I enjoy yours too. I am normally there, but I can't always comment because I'm watching from my TV. I'm normally not watching from my phone or the computer. I'm usually just relaxing, watching it from the TV. That's why I don't always comment, but I'm usually in your chat. Okay, I be everywhere. I just don't say nothing all the time because some of y'all don't like me. So I have to keep my mouth shut. But I be watching. I'm there. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Unless something interesting happens. You got anything you want to say? You looking like you want to say something. You want to say something? I guess not. He's just looking. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.